Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. This one coming from Ali Charts, guys. Google searches for the term Bitcoin have reached their lowest level since August 2023. Wow, that is over a year ago now. You guys can see the Google searches for the term Bitcoin now at its lowest level since over a year ago, about 13 months ago. It is no secret that the market has taken a downturn. I mean, you got to consider this though. We are only about 22%, 23% almost from all-time high, and Bitcoin searches are at their lowest level since August 2023, which was in and around here when we did see a big downturn for crypto, for Bitcoin in particular. So guys, this is just to give you guys a point of reference here. The last time these levels were so low was when price was in and around $26,000 for Bitcoin, and at that point, it was off its all-time high. About 61.36%. So, considering these the searches are low right now when Bitcoin is currently trading at 56,800 and it is only 22.7% off its all-time high, those numbers seem, well, kind of skewed, don't really add up. And so the reason, guys, these are the people we rely on to FOMO into the market. They are going to be the ones that are going to add liquidity to that market cap, and they are going to be the ones at the end of the day that we sell our bags to when the market does top. Guys, for more information on what I'm doing, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. It is only $5 a month if you're interested in following my crypto journey, when I'm going to cash out, all that fun stuff. I think this really does give us some perspective, though, of how, people are feeling in crypto right now. I mean, you can see it here. Fear is at 34, so we haven't seen it that low for quite a while now. The market cap is also under $2 trillion, is at $1.99 trillion. That is up by a little bit within the last 24 hours. 24-hour volume has decreased a little bit by 9.28%. Bitcoin dominance still hanging on at 56.3, so that is creeping up slowly. You guys can see within the last 24 hours we have seen, mostly green, I guess, on the charts, but not by much, only by about a percentage point or two. Most cryptocurrencies are struggling, though. Bitcoin has not been able to get out of this range for a while. We haven't seen any higher highs. We've just seen lower lows here, and hopefully we start to make a higher low here. Hopefully we do not go under 49,600, which was the low that we did see back in early August, August the 5th, Monday, August the 5th. We have seen lower lows too on this Bitcoin trend, which generally does denote that bearish downward trend that we have been seeing since, all-time high. Although, guys, this is not the same kind of bearish trend that we do see in a bear market. So don't be confused by that. It's not that we're in a bear market. It is just that Bitcoin is retracing after an exuberant 2023 and Q1 2024. So all things considered, Bitcoin is, playing out the way it should be. So just remember, your job for the next 30 days, guys, we're still only at the beginning of September. Stay patient, wait for Q4, and don't let market manipulators shake you out. This one from Lady of Crypto here. I know, some people are not feeling it right now. A lot of, the crypto space, crypto Twitter, wherever you guys get your information, is feeling very negative. The sentiment is negative in the space. Bitcoin searches at an all-time low, and yet we're only 22% off the all-time high at $56,000. And the last time, guys, I just want to remind you, the last time we were that low was when Bitcoin was down 61% at $26,000. So all things considered, I think we're actually in a pretty good spot. However, institutions are also noticing it too. This one courtesy of Dr. Martin Hisbach here on Twitter. Panic before the bull run is nothing new. Over the past 7 days, 10 Bitcoin ETFs saw a total outflow of 10,428 Bitcoin, worth about $601 million. So all ETFs are reducing their Bitcoin holdings, as you guys can see here. We've got iShares within the last day that is even at 0. However, within the last 7 days, they are down 228 Bitcoin. Fidelity is down 3,700. ARK is down about 2,500. Bitwise is down about 1,000. So again, I'm giving you guys the 7-day net inflow, or rather outflow. Van Eck is down about 170. Valkyrie down 73. Invesco is down 246. Franklin is down 145. Grayscale is down 2,074. And the Grayscale Bitcoin Mini Trust is down about 150. So you guys can see, the 7-day trend pattern hasn't been looking up for Bitcoin. However, guys, this is going to change. This is going to turn around. It's really, they are suggesting 30 days. Are we going to see this bull run really kind of kick into high gear by early October? while there are some other factors that possibly suggest we will. We are moving closer to the elections. That's going to be another factor influencing, market volatility, but also will directly impact cryptocurrency. I just happen to see this from CoinDesk. Kamala Harris is not directly accepting crypto donations, but the PAC is, says Coinbase. I think there was some news going around that the Harris campaign was actually going to be collecting crypto donations specifically. However, that has been cleared up. A spokesperson for Coinbase said the Future Forward Pact, which is dedicated to supporting Kamala Harris, is accepting crypto donations rather than her campaign directly. A Coinbase executive appears to have misspoken or been imprecise when she said Vice President Kamala Harris is accepting crypto donations. Harris is accepting donations. The chief financial officer said. This is Alicia Haas. She said this just yesterday at a Citigroup event. Fortune first reported the news that she's using Coinbase Commerce now to accept crypto for her campaign. But guys, this is not true. It is going to be going through that super PAC, that PAC that is supporting candidates that are crypto friendly. And we still don't even know if Kamala Harris is crypto friendly or not. That's the other thing. But according to a Coinbase spokesperson, Haas was referring to the Future Forward USA PAC, not her campaign. Oh, okay. So this is a different PAC. This is not the Fair Shake PAC. Coinbase can confirm that the Future Forward PAC has onboarded with Coinbase Commerce to accept crypto donations. While the Harris campaign isn't talking crypto contributions directly, Future Forward USA is a major source of support for Harris, and the development is, at a minimum, possibly a sign that Democrats are warming to cryptocurrencies. Although my assessment would be that it isn't. Not just my opinion, though. Harris's opponent in the presidential election, of course, is Donald Trump, who has courted the cryptocurrency community from the start. So I do think she has her work cut out for her. Future Forward is a hybrid PAC, first used for President Joe Biden, that can contribute directly to the campaign or pay for independent advertising that's not coordinated with Harris's camp. Harris's campaign website does not currently offer ways to donate in cryptocurrency. An advocacy group, Crypto for Harris, told Fortune that it was not aware of the development. So that is clearing things up. I think, we do have to really kind of make it clear which cryptocurrency, or rather which candidates support cryptocurrency and which ones are backing Gary Gensler's SEC. That has been, I think, fairly clear to some degree, looking at Democrats like Elizabeth Warren in Senate. Nevertheless, you cannot paint all one side with the same kind of brush. We do have to, at the end of the day, we do have to make sure we are voting for the right people. If you guys are in the crypto community and if you're, an American citizen. Michael Branch here also bringing this to our attention. Ripple Labs has filed to delay the $125 million penalty from the court ruling. So this just came out, guys. This is breaking. Ripple and the SEC agree to postpone the $125 million fine. So what does that mean? And there's still speculation that the SEC is going to appeal this. So Ripple Labs filed a letter to stay a $125 million payment from an August 7th court ruling in an ongoing case with the SEC. It proposed depositing 111% of the judgment, around $139 million, into a bank account until 30 days after appeal deadline or resolution. So this was Ripple's solution here. The commission has agreed to Ripple's filed request to delay the payment past the September 6th deadline. This suggests that an appeal might be coming in. The long-running case has again become a crucial moment in crypto regulation, with the potential appeal adding another twist. So now, it's been back and forth. Are they going to appeal? Are they not going to appeal? It seems as though there is some strong evidence to suggest that they will. I'm going to get into that in a second. So as per the latest filings, the court has put a stay over enforcement of the monetary portion of the final judgment. The stay imposed by the order will last until 30 days after the expiration of the time of the appeal judgment, with no appeal filed or the Court of Appeals giving out a resolution on the appeal. So guys, we have James K. Filan here with the latest from Ripple's filed letter. So he says here in the SEC versus Ripple case, Ripple has filed a letter requesting a stay of the monetary portion of the court's judgment entered on August the 7th, 2024, and the SEC has consented to the request for a stay. So you guys can see that letter there. We also have the proposed order below, and they are looks as though they're putting in around $139 million. So that is a deposit of 111% of the penalty into an interest-bearing account at Truist Bank, managed by its counsel. It added that the defendant shall retain ownership but has no control over the deposited amount. The court mentioned that the fund will only be released when both Ripple and the SEC mutually agree on its use or after further court orders or appeal outcomes. So, guys, that is what is going on now. Is there an appeal on the horizon? I mean, many people in the XRP community have been continued to speculate on that, including Jeremy Hogan. Most likely, the SEC just hasn't made a decision whether it will appeal yet. Why? He asks. Filing a notice of appeal, see the sample below, only takes about 15 minutes. You file the notice and then you have 70 days to file the actual brief. So really, I mean, if they have it in their head that they want to appeal, this should not be taking so long. He says here you file the notice and then you have 70 days to file the actual brief. If the decision to appeal was already made, there's no reason to delay filing the notice, especially when you think it's bad case authority out there. So that is coming from Jeremy Hogan here. John 1140 asking, when Ripple satisfies the monetary portion of the judgment through other means, what about that? What does that mean, Jeremy? So there was a portion here that was listed in the letter. Jeremy Hogan says, good question. I don't know other than they are leaving the door open for settlement by a non-monetary way. So according to Jeremy Hogan, I guess there could be some other factors involved that would not be just a penalty, would not be a monetary fine that I guess they could negotiate on. Easy EC here saying, so the 70-day clock starts after they file a notice of appeal, or does the 70-day clock start once judgment was handed down? In other words, can they wait until October the 7th to file the notice of appeal and then have 70 more days to file the brief? Jeremy Hogan says 60 days to file the notice, then 70 days from then to file the actual brief. So it's looking as though this could get dragged on even further. Sherry Empress even commenting, Ripple doesn't want to turn over the $125 million fine. So I guess some people were suggesting that Ripple wants to get out of paying the fine. So they don't want to turn over the $125 million fine to the SEC until 30 days after the time to appeal or the resolution of any appeal has come to pass. So her translation here, there might be an appealing coming, so best to hold the funds in a separate account despite interest accruing. Oh, okay. So I guess she's just explaining not that they are looking to not pay the fine, but looking to, I guess, just be prepared to pay that fine because they know they have to pay it. And so that brings us to the next question, guys. Is appealing still on the SEC's radar? Well, Good Morning Crypto here posting this breaking SEC versus Ripple update. The SEC has agreed to Ripple's request to withhold the monetary portion of the court's judgment issued on August the 7th, 2024. I think it makes it more likely that the SEC will appeal. This courtesy of Meta Lawman here. Listen to this.
I gotta say, I think it makes it a little bit more likely that there's going to be an appeal. Because if the SEC had already decided that they're not going to appeal, then they would just say, no, go ahead and pay us. This case is done. So the only two possibilities now are that they are undecided or they have decided to appeal based on what you just read to me. And typically when you have a large judgment like this, you request a stay to pay it, and if that's denied, then sometimes you can use what's called an appeal bond. You don't have to write a check for $125 million. You can get a bond for a tiny fraction of that will pay in the event you lose on appeal. So it feels to me like a signal that they're more likely to appeal.
So there you have it, guys, from Meta Lawman himself. It looks as though the SEC will appeal. Good Morning Crypto here saying, vote, do you believe the SEC will appeal or not? And apparently the results are in. And 51.6% are saying yes, the SEC will appeal. 48.4% saying no appeal. So almost a 50-50 split. Although now with some insight from some of these lawyers in the XRP community, including Jeremy Hogan, James K. Filan, Sherry, Meta Lawman, it's looking as though it is leaning towards appeal. Even Fred Rispoli did come out saying, to those freaking out over the possibility of an SEC appeal, do not. There won't be a ruling until 2026. SEC suing exchanges and alleging multiple tokens as securities has lessened the sting dramatically. If Ripple and or XRP doesn't make it now, it is not because of the SEC case. So I guess that is the other thing we have to be very mindful of. Ripple this is done for Ripple. I mean, at this point, it's kind of, the last measures. nothing that happens now in the Ripple SEC case, at least according to Fred Rispoli, is going to affect the outcome of Ripple or the XRP cryptocurrency. So also just wanted to thank Fred there for posting that. Let's get on track to real world utility. I happen to see this. This is a 2024 presentation from Paul Brody, okay, the blockchain leader at Ernst & Young. And guys, what he's saying, he's confirming trillions of dollars is going to go into cryptocurrency. Now, need I remind you how big the crypto space is right now? It's only at about $2 trillion. And he is saying, guys, hundreds of $1 trillion is going to go into cryptos. What could that mean for XRP? I don't know if you guys remember, I did a video about a week ago. Ernst & Young revealed that 20% of institutional portfolios is allocated in XRP. If you guys didn't catch this particular video, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. So that is from the same company, Ernst & Young, that is employing this gentleman here, Paul Brody. And here's what he has to say, guys, about trillions of dollars entering the crypto space. Listen to this.
Is it worth anything? Yes, right? This part of the conversation is called the Great Liquidity Reservoir, and I am going to struggle to convey just how much capital there is behind this regulatory dam, because the numbers are just monumental, right? How much money is there? Well, let's start with the most liquid of the liquid, right? Bank deposits, stocks, and bonds. $400 trillion. Right? Certainly more than my current retirement nest egg, and plenty of money to buy you a nice place in central London or San Francisco. Right? 400 trillion. There's another 379 trillion in real estate. Right? Gold is 13 trillion by itself. And then you get to the entire crypto ecosystem is like 2.5 trillion. Right? I'm not going to say all of this money is going into crypto, but quite a lot of it will end up in crypto, and a huge amount of it is going to end up in tokenized digital assets, right? Not because it's going to grow, it's going to grow by a huge amount of it is going to end up trillion, right? I'm not going to say all of this money is going into crypto, but quite a lot of it will end up in crypto, and a huge amount of it is going to end up in tokenized digital assets.
Now, guys, this is huge if you consider the numbers that he's talking about here, okay? So right now, the crypto market is at about 2 trillion. As of the time of this presentation, it was at about 2.5 trillion. But even if we look at it now, right, XRP price at this point in time at about 55 cents. And you got to think the cryptocurrencies that are going to solve the problems are going to take on the lion's share of this money. So, 99% of cryptocurrencies are going to fall by the wayside, as Brad Garlinghouse says. And you're going to see, the top 1% of cryptocurrencies, the ones that do solve real world problems, those are going to be the cryptocurrencies, guys, that will in fact see a lot of these inflows. So if we consider what Paul Brody was saying here, and I do have the numbers and I did want to just kind of calculate that. So we have 183 trillion, okay, plus 109 trillion. So that was so the first number was for bank deposits, the second number here for stocks. And then we have bonds, 133 trillion. Real estate, we have 379 trillion. And then we have, let's say, gold, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stable coins. So the current market there, I'm only going to take the number of gold here, and we're going to just leave the crypto market for a second, because I want to show you guys if the market does increase, okay, to $817 trillion from its current $2 trillion, okay, that would be an increase of about $408 trillion. So you got to think to yourself, guys, market cap going up 408x, and then you got to consider to yourself, okay, 99% of these cryptocurrencies are probably just going to go to zero because they don't have any real world utility. And look how many cryptocurrencies there are, guys. Thousands and thousands and thousands of them. You can find them on CoinMarketCap here. Even if you just look at CoinMarketCap, they say 2.4 million cryptocurrencies do exist. And I don't even think they're all even listed here. So, I mean, even conservatively, if we were to take a look at the handful of cryptocurrencies that will see a lot of this inflow, if the market cap does go up 408 times, could that in fact mean that we could see an XRP, once everything is said and done, at around $224 per coin? I mean, these are just rough numbers. I'm not suggesting that it will go to this price specifically, but it kind of gives you a sense of if this money were to flow into the crypto space, and if a lot of these cryptocurrencies were to go to zero, I mean, we're looking at 3 digits for an XRP. And again, guys, this is the same company, Ernst & Young, that already has revealed that 20% of institutional portfolios are allocating their money in XRP. Again, check out that video if you have not seen it yet. This is also getting me very excited about this prospect that we are going to see this bull run really start to kick off. I mean, it's kicking off as a spec bull run, but there are murmurings that institutional adoption and real-world utility could play a role in this bull run because of the liquidity that's going to be entering by 2025. And guys, is this just playing right into the narrative? Another great tweet here from Good Morning Crypto. Ripple, XRP, and the FTX case decisions are both due on the same day, October the 7th, 2024. Things that make you go, So could that be when we start to see the surge? Once we know that these big cryptocurrency lawsuits are in the clear? I don't know, that's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.